integral and irreplaceable materials in modern society. Plastics have revolutionized modern industry, driving advancements across multiple sectors, from essential medical equipment to lighter and safer vehicles, as well as improving food preservation. Despite their many benefits, plastics also come with challenges. They are made from fossil feedstock, meaning they are a significant CO2 emitter. In fact, up to 5% of global greenhouse gas emissions come from plastics. What's more, only 8 to 15% of plastics are recycled. This leads to plastic waste accumulating in nature, landfills, and incinerators. Much attention today is rightfully focused on plastic recycling. Less is paid to lowering plastic's dependence on fossil feedstock and driving sustainable production. By using sustainable methanol as a feedstock, Vioneo will produce fossil-free polypropylene and polyethylene, the most prevalent plastic resins globally, on a commercial scale. The sustainable methanol will contain only biogenic CO2, eliminating fossil CO2 from the feedstock. Vioneo will build new production facilities which will utilize known and well-proven technologies in an innovative way to produce fully segregated and traceable plastics. In addition, the production facilities will be powered by renewable energy, eliminating CO2 emissions from production. The fossil-free polypropylene and polyethylene will match the quality of traditional plastics, allowing them to be seamlessly dropped into existing production processes. By setting new industry standards for fossil-free plastics, Vioneo will help pave the way towards a sustainable and defossilized chemical and materials sector.
Grüezi miteinander. Zuerst möchte ich mich entschuldigen, weil mein Deutsch ist zu schlecht, sinnvoll über die Karbonisierung und Biokunststoffen zu sprechen. So, if it's okay with you, I would switch to English. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jaroslav Jelinek. I'm the Vice President at Vioneo for Product Management. And I had the privilege to watch for the good part of the last decade how the plastics industry keenly was trying to move towards sustainability, circularity, and decarbonization. Regretfully, we have to face the reality. Very few, if any, projects have managed to change the equation in a meaningful way. So what I would like to talk to you today is about Vioneo, which is a $1.5 billion project by AP Moller Holding that is strongly targeting to make that impact that so far has been lacking. How we're looking to do it, we will be building the world's first, at scale, fossil-free production of polyethylene and polypropylene, entirely made from green methanol. This will be production north of 300,000 tons, so at scale. Green methanol will be the only raw material used, so this will be fully traceable material. And with that, we're looking to deliver a drop-in quality material to various plastics value chains and allow to reduce by 6 kilograms of CO2 emissions, scope 3 emissions, per kilogram of plastic. How exactly we will do that? So we start with green methanol. Green methanol produced from agricultural waste and byproducts. So carbon that throughout the life cycle of plants has been absorbed and at the end of their life cycle is being converted into something useful. Not the carbon that was dug out and is from the Mesozoic dinosaur area that is widely used today. That is combined with green hydrogen, and this is the input of our assets. Then we put the methanol through the so-called methanol to olefins process, a decade, if not more, proven technology by Honeywell UOP. And after that, it becomes simple. conventional polymerization units that yield polypropylene and polyethylene that all of you are used to using since decades. All of that made in a energy circular, fired by renewable energy to maximize decarbonization potential, essentially. Important item that I'd like to note. I often speak at conferences where we're presented as a innovative technology, and we're happy to be such. The thing is, it's not a science fiction. It's not a distant technology that needs to be proven. Each one of the blocks that I just described has been working somewhere in the world for years. All that Pionier and AP Moller Holding is doing is deploying it in an integrated manner for the purpose of maximum decarbonization. Let me talk a little bit why this is relevant. And for this, I'd like to support myself with Systemic. I don't know if you know the think tank Systemic. For those of you that don't, this is the organization that was behind the famous report, famous first comprehensive model of recycling. It was called Reshaping Plastics, which was the blueprint of regulatory work that you see today within the European Union. So they followed up with a next report, which is called Fossil-Free Plastics. And you're welcome to scan the QR code, which takes you directly to the full report. So to summarize you, what they're saying is, today, we are recycling in Europe up to 10% of plastics. With all the regulations, all the efforts, all the success that we can face, by 2050, this will be 50%. If we model that within the growing demand for plastics, lightweighting and automotive, flexible packaging, etc., even at 50%, we're looking at 28 million tons of need for still virgin plastics. And we have a choice. Either we do it the same way we've done it in 1973, or we try to do something about it. Another point why we believe in the successful completion of what we've undertaken is our backing. As I mentioned at the beginning, we are owned by AP Moller Holding. They found it, and they're fully funding our project. For those of you that don't know, AP Moller Holding is the owner of AP Moller Maersk. It is also the owner of Verg. So an investment group that for decades have been putting real money into industrial transformation in many segments. We're fortunate enough that since last year, where we were established as a company, we already have customers, partners that want to go in that journey with us. But as I mentioned to you, this is a big change. So as a final message, what I wanted to invite you to is we need to take this journey together, and your presence there is needed, and we'd love to talk to you together with our friends from Resinex. Their booth is right around the corner, and the fact that I'm speaking today is courtesy of Resinex exactly. So I warmly invite you, if you have any further questions, or if you're as keen as we are to put fossils in museums right where they belong, please come and talk to us. Thank you very much.